Well, welcome back to Sparks and Recreation. We didn't plan on starting the video till tomorrow, but our truck, we're heading to New Jersey to pick up 4 vehicles that are like all 1990 and older. Anyways, like halfway there, my alternator light came on and it's showing no charge.
Babe, can you smell it? It smells like rubber. I don't know if your belt.
Yeah, belt's slipping. Anyways, it was showing that I was getting no charge, so we pulled off, try to see what we got going on here. I don't know, I'm gonna have to... alternator has the belt on it still, so... Alright, I had to turn my light on and see what we got going on. Oh, the belt all looks fine. I didn't find this ground that looks like shit, but... I don't know if that has anything specifically to do with the charging. I don't know, I guess we'll carry on and keep going. Oh shit, my light's on. See our battery light? How low our voltage is? We're getting off of this rest area because we made it another like 20 minutes and we're back on. So let's see what we got here. Alright, so this is at hotel number 2 that we paid for tonight because we spent about an hour at a truck stop. I found a bad ground wire on the truck and I was like, I'm gonna fix that. So then I fixed it and it did actually work for about 15 miles and then the battery light came right back on and this truck barely puttered into this hotel.
Hold on, ready?
This is...
I want the camera to be able to catch what it looks like when you work on cars.
Yeah. I'm loving it. I look stressed and tired, and it's like 1 in the morning. Anyways, so tomorrow I have to get up at 7:30 to go try to find an alternator, and hopefully that's all it is on the truck, and if not, then I don't even know what we're going to do. But anyways, we are still about 3 hours from Jersey, where the 4 cars we're supposed to be picking up are with the reliable truck. So,
yeah, something like that.
I don't know. At least we're in a warm bed. For about an hour, we were thinking we were going to be stuck in a truck stop at 20 degrees all night. So
it's too cold for that.
So I'm just thinking
about looking up to see if there was any Ubers running, because I was like, this sucks.
Just Uber to a hotel. Yeah. I don't even know if there would have, because we're in the middle of nowhere.
Anyway. I would have tried.
So anyways, we're in Clark Summit. I'm just thanking the car gods that it started up for 15 minutes to get us here from the middle of nowhere gas station. We'll catch you in the morning. Okay, so we're at day 2 of trying to make it to New Jersey and pick up those cars. My plan is, this was like chugging and barely running last night, so I'm going to throw a jump box on it, see if it fires up and battery, or the alternator just happens to be working, so I don't have to walk 6 miles in 20 degrees, not 6 miles, 6/10 of a mile in 20 degree weather. If that doesn't work, then I'm probably going to have to call and see if they'll deliver or just walk there. So we'll see what we got here. Alright, it is running on the jump box. Still have battery light, says there's no charge. I'm going to try to drive 0.6 miles and just fix it there. Alright, so we limped it a half mile. It was like stuttering again, barely running. Last night I found this body ground and I was like, oh, that's it. Then I found this other body ground. I was like, that's it. Apparently not. But I know that neither of these are causing the issue because it ran perfectly fine with no battery light for about 15 miles and then started on, off again. So, I've never done an alternator on one of these. I'm assuming it's pretty simple, so we'll get at it. So, extremely basic like most trucks. Just crank down the tensioner, get the belt off, take off this little intake piece so you can get to it. 2 15mm bolts, 10mm bolt in the back. Hey, 1 reman later. Hopefully I can get it thrown in fairly quick and be back on the road. Everybody's still sleeping in the hotel like half mile that way. Alright, we're all installed and my box shows we're charging, so to me that sounds like that's working. Now my only concern is that it did this last night too after I messed with it, and all of a sudden it started acting like it was working perfectly fine. And then we got down the road and there was an issue, so I'm half concerned that there's actually like a wiring issue and not so much the alternator, and that the wiring issue is intermittent. We'll see. Today, we're in Rutherford, New Jersey, which is like maybe 10-15 miles from the heart of New York City. We picked up 4 1990s and, well, I guess 3 1990s and 1 1980s shit box. And we're going to attempt to drive 2 of them home and trailer the other 2. So, I don't know how this is going to go. Alice is going to drive this Reliant. It's only got 33,000 miles on it. And Liam, my buddy here, is going to drive this one-owner Buick LeSabre with 90,000 miles on it. Looks like it has a flat tire, maybe. Love to add a little air to that. Anyway, supposedly these all run and drive. We'll see. The star of the show is this 88 Plymouth Reliant K car with 32,000 original miles. And it is immaculate. Inside, very nice outside. There's like no rust on this thing anywhere. The whole reason I did this trip was actually to buy this, and then these ones came up available for pretty cheap, so figured I see some money in it. Let's work on getting them home. Alice is gonna be driving this primarily. I'm gonna be driving the truck with a 2-car trailer. All right, so this is a 98 Buick LeSabre with 93,000 miles. Where's my release here? 3800 Series 2. These are basically indestructible. See if there's any fluid in it.
Why did you do that?
That's a newer battery.
Why did you say that?
I don't know. I should not have said that. So anyways, there's like one guy that owned one once that was indestructible. Fuck me.
Remember when he said how fantastic the truck was yesterday?
Yeah, here, where do I get this?
That's a pretty nice spring for the top, though. I bet whoever made that spring should probably fix my camera.
It's actually full of fluid right at the top.
Oh, was I supposed to show that? I was too far
pretty
away.
good. Pretty good. Alright. So we have oil.
The official way to check it.
The way of MetLife Stadium, home of the Jets. Full.
That's pretty cool.
Actually over full, which hopefully that doesn't mean it's because it leaks out, so they add a little extra. Let's see what. Pink. We're supposed to check it when it's warm and neutral, but we're not gonna do that. It's good. Nice and pink. I'm not too concerned about this car. Should be good. It was inspected like already this year. In New Jersey. See how it starts? Let this come up to temperature, make sure it doesn't seem to be any signs of overheating, and then we'll get on the road with this one. Next, let's start this Reliant, see what that's the other one we're driving. These other two don't really matter that much, so.
I don't know.
It's like around 3.
To be honest, I've never owned one of these, so I don't know how to get into anything. Alrighty. Also a newer battery.
Well, shit, that sounded bad.
That's a really flat tire. That's not going to be us.
I'm thinking $5,000 on one I have.
Look at that. So here's my only concern. That looks like brand new coolant, not 35-year-old coolant. It also got 30,000 miles on it, so I guess they added it. So we'll see how that goes. And then looks like we're full on oil. Should be good. See how it starts.
Oh shit, I ran into the car.
This one has a little more of a stumble at idle, but again, we'll let it warm up, see where we're at, then we'll get on the road. But we're gonna let these warm while we get these two on the trailer, because these are by far a little more rough. So, I don't know, we'll catch up with you if anything goes wrong once we're on the road. We have the two loaded on the trailer. We're going over some final stuff. We realized we don't have a trunk release for that, so we have to screw it on. I opened the trunk on this and there's a whole wiring harness for the rear brakes, but we just turned everything on. Try your running lights. They're probably on a switch on the dash. Windshield wipers work. Normally it's like either panel lights. Maybe out here.
Twilight Sentinel.
Where the hell's the lights on this? Oh boy. Find them?
I found some lights.
Oh yeah, they're on the... Yep, you got running lights. Try your left turn signal. Right turn signal. All right, everything. I don't know why that harness is pulled out because everything works. Yep. Yeah, you got brake lights, everything. All right, everything seems fine on this one. Headlights work. All right, let's see if your brake lights work. Brakes, left turn, right turn. All right, now let's figure out where the headlights are on this. Oh, pull button. And you have running lights. All right, it's been sitting here running for about a half hour. Good temp, half tank of gas, good battery, no lights on.
This is pretty exciting. It sits literally on my...
And there's no adjustment?
Not that I could find.
Maybe you don't look very comfortable. Are you gonna
Oh,
look?
and I opened the door the first time.
This
That trim fell off and hit
trim
me.
fell off.
It's in the back now.
You broke it, is what you're saying? Yeah, dude, you smoke a cigar while you're in there.
It works too. Really?
All right, pull up to where it's level. I'll check to see if the tires are low. We thought it might have a low tire. This one looks good. Yeah, he looks good in that thing. He should own it. For a small fee, he could have it. This left front's a little low. I'm gonna grab the tire machine. Then our sketchy 2-car trailer here. Air machine so we can get some air in the tire. We'll be on our way. Alright, we're pumping up here. You got the heads up display, man. Kinda. Oh, it tells some stuff. You got Jesus with you, that's the most important thing. I just found the coolest thing.
There's not one on the other side.
Oh, it turned on for a second. That's awesome. An actual map light. She's got, oh, that works, 12 volt. She's got a speaker. You're gonna be ready in your little K car. Do you love it or do you hate it so far?
I don't love it.
You don't love it?
It's not particularly good.
Oh, that's hazards. That's the same hazard button in the column that's on my Dart.
I mean, it's alright.
It's alright. It's gonna be uncomfortable for 4 hours. It's in really good shape though.
I didn't open that yet.
Oh, nothing, just a tire
The
pressure
ashtray
gauge.
was pretty clean, though, really.
The ashtray is clean. The headliner's in it. It's a nice car. Alright. Hey, it's official. We are on our way with some shit boxes. And honestly, the only one that's given us a real issue so far is the truck, which has a brand new alternator on it. So, alright, I get some fenders for this thing. Let's go. Alright, so we've been traveling, heading north out of Jersey for the last like half hour, just in and out of terrible traffic. Alice is behind me in the Reliant. Liam is in the LeSabre. I got the two on the trailer here. Everything seems going okay. We did pull off a few minutes ago and everybody said their temperatures are good. There's no weird noises. There is a car up ahead that's blowing so much blue smoke that it's clouding everybody out. So hopefully I get to see that on fire. We made it to Dixon City, Pennsylvania. We're about to head into Primonti Brothers. See, the cars seem to be on the trailer still, so that's good. Some loose straps, we'll have to tighten them up. This LeSabre looks so good in the sun. So good. Made it about halfway. What do you think so far about this car, Leo?
It's actually really comfortable.
It's really
comfortable.
I told you, it's a couch on wheels, man.
It really is.
It rides like a dream, right?
It's nice and smooth.
It's a cloud, man. Cannot kill these cars. He says the only issue he's had at all is his traction control is stuck off, which means it's a burnout machine. The key might be stuck in the ignition. I don't know.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
Also, it does have powered seats. It's just on here, which
Oh,
is
the
really
power.
weird. Yeah, like.
Oh, that is the
Yeah.
power seat. Hey, at least he figured it out.
Yeah. This mirror
Yeah.
is
A little
Does not
wonky. That one
adjust.
might not be hooked up. But otherwise, beautiful car. What do you think of the Reliant so far?
It's a car.
It's a car? It's basic transportation. Oh, the lights are on. And you don't have the lock. Yeah, I doubt anybody's gonna steal it.
okay. I don't know. I would steal this.
Does yours run and drive fine?
Seems alright.
It's alright.
Are they all?
Yeah, yes. Mine seems to be doing pretty good. It tows okay. It's just really slow. No,
Mine, the seats are like super like just flush, I guess. So there's no support. So my back is killing me.
Oh no, it's too soft. And she said
that's
that
not how I described it.
she said that it's been running really cold the whole time, right? Huh. Maybe I have the thermostat pulled. All right, we were taking a quick trip in the Buick LeSabre between, you know, drives of me and the truck trying to get the two cars down the road. Nobody else was willing to volunteer to drive the truck with a big trailer. This thing drives so smooth. This is kind of weird that your seat adjustment is over here. Took actually a couple minutes to figure out where the lights were too, because they're actually on the door panel. Anyways, not sure what this writing is from. I don't know if this is like somebody replaced the airbag at one point out of a junkyard, or they just really need to remember this. I'm not really sure. But I'm actually pretty impressed that for a 1998, you have all the things like your audio controls built into the steering wheel, which is pretty crazy. And it actually like all works. Cassette player unfortunately does not work. Well, it works, but it only plays what's in there, which is some really random country music that I'm not entirely sure what it is. But anyways, I've been pretty impressed with this vehicle so far. We've driven about 400 miles, not a single hiccup at all. Temps have been good, oil pressure's good. This one I'm not even concerned about at all, because these are one of the most reliable vehicles in the last like 30 years. Heat works good. The only things that are a little finicky is sometimes you do have to fuss with the lights a little bit. To shut them off, they seem to stay on unless for some reason you turn your wiper. So if you get the lights to shut off, you hit the button and then turn the wiper, and then they shut off. I'm not entirely sure why that's like that, but 93,000 miles is pretty low for one of these. I haven't seen many with under 100,000 miles in a while, so, and it certainly drives like it. So anyways, I'm gonna jump into the Reliant real quick and see how that thing's driving. All right, we are inside the 88 Plymouth Reliant K-car. This thing came with a club, which, if you don't know what this is a anti-theft device that was super popular in like the mid-90s. I remember commercials for those all the time. Stay home, watching Price is Right, learning about the club. It's kind of funny it came with one. So anyways, this thing's only got 33,000 original miles. Crank windows, not a whole lot of options. No tilt for the steering wheel, which kind of sucks because it's really close to my legs and I'm not a big person. Heat seems to work good. We've been cruising in this one for a while. The temp runs really low, which I don't know if somebody has like the thermostat pulled or what, but it doesn't take very long to get up the temperature, but it just stays super low. I'm cool with it because these are kind of known for having head gasket problems. So if it's running cold, that's better than running hot. And the car, it doesn't really like anything more than 65 miles an hour. So we're gonna keep it right about 55 as we cruise with it. And it drives really smooth. There's like no bearing noise at all. Unfortunately, this dash is pretty well cracked, but overall, this thing's in great shape. Alice drove this the majority of the drive home, and her biggest complaint is that these manual mirrors, a lot of times as you hit bumps, they just kind of flop and go wherever, which in an old car like this, I mean, it's the same age as I am, so almost 36 years old. It's crazy. Really, that's the only true issue. The radio still works pretty well. The defrost was working. We do have a little delamination on the glass here. This is starting to get pretty rough just because of the age. It's falling apart. The material's just like falling apart. You just touch it, it starts to disintegrate. Other than that, mechanically, it drives like it has 30,000 miles. This drives nicer than almost any 80s car that I've driven so far in my, 36 years of existence. And we did run this at night for like 3 hours of the trip. We had all the lights on, no issues with alternator, battery seemed fine. I don't know, it's a pretty damn good car. Goofy sounding horn. Interior's in great shape. Actually, all the material and the cushions is still pretty plush. The seating position though, this is definitely like a really cheap car, because compared to the LeSabre, this feels like a complete economy car, which it was, and the LeSabre is more of like, you have a decent job. So we're gonna work on getting these things all the way back. So far everything's been very uneventful with both of these cars, which I thought this one would have some issues because they were not really known for being that reliable at the time, but this one with low enough miles, and it looks like somebody's done basic maintenance and belts and plugs. It's in pretty good shape, so I don't think we're gonna have any issues. We'll catch you back. Unless something happens, we'll see you over at the garage. All right, so after about 5 hours of on the road, we made it back. We're starting to unload these cars. I'm in pretty good shape. No real issues. I guess the most exciting part of the video is the truck dying. These things both ran literally perfect. So catch you in the next one. Make it or break it. We made it super easily, actually. So thanks for watching. See you later, guys.